Okay, so we're going to go over factoring. Now in this question, we're used to seeing a trinomial, but number 6 was there a number in front? No. Okay. We're used to seeing a trinomial, but this is very convoluted. Like it looks like what we would normally have as just x, and just x have been replaced with an expression. So we're going to build a let statement again. So I'm going to say let, and I use the letter z again. Z equal what's in this bracket? X squared plus 4x. And that should be a 4 actually. That was written wrong. Okay? Are you following so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to replace this bracket and this bracket with the letter z. So let's try this again. Y equals z. That squared still has to come down. Okay. Plus 7. We'll replace this bracket with z minus 8. Now this looks a lot more like our trinomials.
Yeah.
And because this is a trinomial where our a value is 1, we just got to find two numbers that multiply to this and add to that. Okay. So in other words, I need two numbers that multiply to -8, and the same numbers got to add to +7. Can you think of two factors of 8?
1 and 8.
1 and 8, okay. They have to make a -8, and they have to add to +7.
-1.
That's right, -1 plus +8. Great. So those are our factors. So now when we go to factor it, we're going to have our first term is going to be a z in both of the brackets, right? And I'm going to keep it in red just so we distinguish.
Yeah.
And I have to have a -1 in one of the brackets and a +8 in the other. Great. But this equation wasn't written with z. It was originally a let statement, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to rewrite it again below, this time in purple just to distinguish some colors. So remember we said let z equal x squared plus 4x. So we need to go back and replace this z because that's not really the question. We have to replace it with our brackets.
Okay.
So we've done one set of factoring, and that's good what we've done. So now let's replace that. Y equals, our z will then be replaced with x squared plus 4x. Okay, so we replaced the first z, and it was -1. In the other bracket, we have x squared plus 4x plus 8. Okay, so we've replaced them, and this -1, these brackets can kind of just fall off.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to keep it like that so that we were quite sure what we were replacing. Are we okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I can kind of drop those brackets, and it's just x squared plus 4x minus 1, and x squared plus 4x plus 8. Well, it looks like I actually have two more sets of trinomials here. So you probably want me to continue factoring.
Yeah.
So this factoring created two more. Kind of annoying, but let's continue with that. Let's do our factoring when we find the factors of the first term and the last term. Okay? Technically, we could do the shortcut because it's a value of 1.
Yeah.
But I want us to repeat that so we get used to that process. So let's do it for both. Okay? So the first term is 1. So what are the factors of 1?
1.
1 times 1.
Yeah.
And -1, so the factors of that are also 1 times 1.
Yeah.
And we need the product to equal our b term, which is +4, right? Quickly looking at this, 1 times 1 times 1, can we make 4?
No.
So actually, we can't go any farther with this one.
Okay.
So that one's good. Let's try this one, though. This is a 1, so factors are 1 and 1. Our last term is an 8, though. So we have 1 and 8 and 2 and 4. And we need to create products that add up to our middle term, which is +4 again. So can we continue? Let's try. 1 by 1 and 1 by 8 gives us 1 and 8. Did those work? No. And if we cross, is there any difference?
No.
No. So we know that first column didn't work. 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 gives us 2 and 4. Does that work?
No.
And if we cross, is it?
Well, oh yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
can't add, yeah. And if we go across?
No.
No. So both of those are unfactorable, which is fine. So I guess as far as we're able to go, and you'll learn a little later about the quadratic formula, but as far as we're able to go, this is our answer. So I'm just going to rewrite it again here. Y equals x squared plus 4x minus 1 times x squared plus 4x plus 8. Okay? And we tested them. We tried to see if we could factor any farther, and we were unable to in this question. Okay? So that was more of a common factoring question, but we tested to make sure that we couldn't factor any farther with a trinomial. So that was our final answer. Did that make sense then?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.